It's the largest black film festival on the planet. I'm Shaquille Woods at the Pan-African Film Festival. Let's check it out. Earliest memory of Aretha.
You know, it must have been her Amazing Grace album. I mean, she has just been a real icon, been a real source of inspiration, and she brings back our past, our present, and the future.
Well, I think creativity is creativity. However, if you understand our history, you understand the rich legacy of who we are as a people, then you cannot create without an understanding that you have a responsibility to your ancestors and to that DNA to create something that will push our people forward. So within the context of the question, I think that it just means understanding who you are, understanding it's your work that will push forward the legacy of the ancestors that came before you.
When was the first time that you realized that Aretha Franklin, that she had a gift within her?
Probably when I was a small child and my mother used to play her music all the time in the house. It went back and forth between Aretha Franklin and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. So the house was full of soul, it was full of power, and Mary Don't You Weep. And my mother would play that over and over and over again. And another powerful song. So yeah, it was in my household.
Well, my favorite Aretha Franklin song is Soul Serenade.
Why Soul Serenade? What makes that song so special?
Oh, no, there's just something about it that just really spoke to me about love and about passion, and it's not one of the the standards that you hear on the radio that often, but it's something that I always come back to.
This is important. I'm giving you history at the Pan-African
She's giving
Film
me
Festival.
history. Thank you so much, Miss Love. I appreciate it. Thank you. What advice do you give to specifically young black girls who are struggling, trying to get in the industry and trying to embrace their blackness?
What advice would I give to young black girls who are struggling and trying to get into the industry? Stop struggling. That's first. When you start using that word, it becomes part of who you are. Struggle. Let's stop that. Let's read some books and let's spend the time that it takes. Let's do that, because the challenge with millennials, and I say this a lot on my Instagram and my social media, the challenge with them is that they have the want and then they want it to happen. The in-between, the work, is not a part of the process for them, and that is the challenge. So process. There's work involved in there, and be prepared.
Because we're the Instagram situation. We want things really quick.
Yeah, but it doesn't happen quickly. Anything that happens quickly ends quickly.
What's your favorite black film of all time to watch?
Ooh. New films or old films?
Either one.
Black Panther right now.
Black Panther, heard it from the king himself. What's your favorite Aretha Franklin moment?
When she invited me to her birthday party.
Oh, you got to talk about it. How was that?
I can't tell you all the details, but she gave me a chauffeur and she let me drive around Detroit for like 5-6 hours.
Wow.
Really very generous. I kept meeting her over and over, and she was so consistent with me. You know what I'm happy with? That we got a chance to show each other who we are. You know what I'm saying? She loved TV and loved me on TV and said, you come over here to my house. And it was wonderful.